Speak No Evil is the newest Shudder original, and it is a Danish film about the pussiest ass couple I've ever seen in a film. I hated this film.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy with it either.
This film is getting rave reviews. They're talking about the last 20 minutes is disturbing. Yeah, if disturbing to you is people being totally spineless and just sitting down and taking whatever anybody gives to them without fighting back at all, then yeah, that's really disturbing. This is such an unbelievable movie to me. I couldn't handle it. Mm-hmm. There's no way. As a parent, there's a scene in this movie. No way.
Yeah, there's no way. It's like the overall premise of the film could have been interesting. Like, I think it had potential.
Sure.
But the characters' reactions to things and how they handle situations is entirely unbelievable because there's so many boundaries that are crossed that very early on, any rational person, no matter how polite you were, which I think is kind of the intent of the film, is to highlight this, like, they're polite to a fault. You know, and
beyond a fault.
But there's so many situations that just nobody would stand for.
Nobody's this polite.
Yeah. It just totally took both of us out of the film. I mean, the entire time we were watching it, we were just like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way that you would react like that in that situation.
No way. There's no way, man. I have met some very polite, cordial, sweet people who are walking freaking, like
doormats.
Yeah, I was gonna say walking mats for some reason.
Walking mats.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. They let people walk all over them and doormats. I was trying to combine them.
Yes.
Anyway, it was insufferable. It really was. It just took me out of the film the entire time. And while the last 20 minutes, something shocking happens, you're so angry at these people that you don't care. Like, we're not getting into spoilers, but man, I was just freaking like, I wanted to scream at the television multiple times. Like, have a backbone. Do something.
Absolutely.
Don't just do everything they tell you to do. For what? Why? At this point, why wouldn't you be fighting back? There'd be no reason not to. They literally just sit there and take it. Mm-hmm. And you as the audience member are supposed to accept that. No, I can't. Nor should they have been able to. So no. I will speak plenty of evil about this movie. They totally try to go for this strangers line towards the end. Mm-hmm. And while I do think that it's justified because it's true, it's like, I guess I'm with the villains in the end because I'm sitting there being like, yeah, that line, 100%. How much? Oh man, yeah, yeah. Because they also illustrate that this ain't the first time. We'll just say that, and maybe there's a couple out there that's this neutered, that's this wimpy, that cannot stick up for themselves. But more than one? There's no way. There's no way. And here's another thing. They never, ever, one time in the entire film, sell me on why the villains are so, such formidable foes.
I agree. I was just like, what's the big deal? Like, why isn't there more fight happening between, our protagonists and the antagonists?
People usually have brute strength.
Sure.
Like somebody's 10 times bigger than another person. Somebody has a gun. Somebody has a knife. Somebody has whatever.
Or they're hyper intelligent and cunning and can think, 10 or 20 steps ahead of you. But that's not the case at all in this movie.
Not at all.
It's a very mundane foe, to say the least.
One I would beat the shit out of. No, this was insufferable for me to watch. I was getting so frustrated and annoyed the entire film.
Yeah, me too.
This has like a 6.8 or 9 on IMDb with like 2,000 ratings. It's interesting because it's it's not a bad film in the sense of like it's well shot, it's well acted, it's whatever. And the intent they're going for, I totally get it, and I can see why some people would like this movie, but you really just have to accept the actions of these people.
Yeah.
And I've been asked to suspend my disbelief watching horror movies my whole life, but this year there's been some films for sure that I'm just like, Barbarian had some moments where I was like, no, I don't know about this, and I liked that movie, but there were some questionable character decisions in that, and plenty of other ones this year as well. This is by far the worst.
Yeah.
By far the worst for me.
I definitely wonder if there's like a cultural difference as well, because it's a Dutch film, right?
Danish. Yeah.
Danish. And so I kind of wonder if there's something, with the culture where there's like this
that everyone over there is a total pussy?
No, but just kind of like placing like social politeness above like your discomfort. Right? Like
to a point.
I know, but I think that like maybe Americans are more used to like speaking their mind and being like, no, like I don't like that. I don't want to do that. Like we're a little bit more upfront. So I don't know though. I'm just wondering if that's the case, and that maybe is why we have such a hard time connecting with any of the characters in this, and why what their reactions are to things.
In the last 10 minutes of this film, from the car scene on, as soon as this big moment, the shocking moment happens, from that moment on, there is nothing you can tell me that is believable in the actions of these protagonists.
Yeah.
Not one singular bit. I was already super annoyed up until that point. Then that happens because you're talking about like, oh, it's people are polite and this and that.
Up until
at this point, this is when you become a rabid feral dog, and any parent, especially a mother,
oh my god,
would go ballistic.
Yes. I absolutely think that's true. And it's not even questionable. Yeah. No, it's not.
Anyway, I don't know if this is going to be seen as spoilery the way we've been talking about this, but I'm trying not to be. I just really hated the movie, and I had a very unpleasant time watching it.
Yeah.
And even though, I'm all for shocking endings. I mean, I love The Mist. There's plenty of movies that go really hog wild in the end. Mm-hmm. But it has to be believable. Yes. I have to believe that this guy, spoilers for The Mist, if you haven't seen it, shut it off. But I have to believe this guy would be at the absolute end of his ropes and think, I have no other choice. I'm going to do my child a favor and I'm going to kill them. Mm-hmm. Right? I believe it in that movie. It is a shocking ending that I fully believe. And it's sad once the reveal happens. But in this one, oh my God, could I not buy anything?
Nothing.
The little quarry or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what that's called?
Quarry?
A quarry?
Yeah.
Yeah. That scene, I mean, Jesus Christ. Why would you just stand there and do, I'm done. I can't. I hated these characters. Yeah. I hated everybody in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this uncomfortable watch that's kind of like this take on civilized society, and there's this, as I said, stranger's line that's supposed to point that out and shine a mirror back. I get it. I get the movie.
Sure.
I hated it regardless.
Yes.
So you can get a movie. Because people are like, oh, you don't get the movie. That's why I didn't like it. 100% not true. I 100% got the movie.
Mm.
I 100% hated the movie.
Yes.
Right? So, anyways, I was like, Kayla, we're recording this review right now. I was so adamant on pressing record instantaneously.
Yes. Yeah, we don't recommend it.
I haven't disliked a movie this much in a while. It's just when characters are this insufferable, it makes it impossible to watch without getting angry. Because you expect characters to act at least somewhat believable, and I just could not buy for a second what these people were doing. I'm done. I'm moving on. Anything more to say?
Nope.
God.
Yep. Nothing else. It sucked.
Cowards. Just, my God. All right. Bye,
Bye.
guys.